Hey there, everybody. I hope that you guys are having a fantastic Monday. I have been working in the studio today, and I have new loosies to go into the shop. I am digging the purple right now. I went out, and Chris and I burned limbs yesterday, mostly Chris, because he's been off work and has been able to get into the yard and like do a lot of cleaning, and it looks so nice. That he said yesterday, clean palette, and it was like, yeah, that's exactly what it's going to be out there. It's going to be a totally clean palette. I am doing the Take 5 Art Challenge. Our prompts this month for February are heart, splatter, gold, texture, and collage. I am altering, recycling a piece of advertising that I got in the mail. And oddly, I got this one like Saturday and got this one today. So I just wanted to let you know what we're working with. And it looks like that. Wasn't that super convenient? The first thing that I did was I knew that I wanted to make a, it's kind of thinking ATCs, and then I'm thinking ATCs with turned into tags. So that's kind of my thought. I started by using some white paint in my little swiping technique, and then I added a little bit of pink. I'm not a fan of pink, but when these cards get cut, the pink won't be so evident. It'll be when things get cut into smaller pieces, then you don't see that big swatch of pink, which is kind of Pepto-Bismol pink, and we just won't even go there. Next thing that I want to do is I need to do a little bit of collage on this side of the piece. And since I've been doing so much collage on these loosies, you can see some of the elements right here, I decided to just kind of take a stack of the paper that I work with when I do my loosies and use that for the collage, because, old text paper certainly does have, I'm walking around, sorry, ill-prepared. Old text paper just has so many patinas, and I also chose some painty papers that I had in a book. And when I do painty papers, I bond them together in like a flow-ish sort of style. So I can just look through here and very quickly just pick out a piece of paper. I do not have a scrap bin or a scrap box. I have a scrap book, and this works really great for me. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to get out my homemade Mod Podge and my Big Daddy brush, and we'll just go ahead and get some collage going here. Sorry, dude. You're going to get collaged over. And because the paper has some red on it, I'm thinking heart, Valentine's, that kind of thing, then I'm not going to cover the whole page. I'm going to leave some of the white. I'm going to leave some of the red. I'll leave the black and the white down here. That way, again, after it's cut, you get different, you get different, it's just a whole different thing. And I love to work on a whole piece and then cut it down. I just think that's really a lot of fun. Sorry, dude. He looks like a nice guy. Here we go. And like I said, I wanted to use some colored-ish paper too. Colorful. So that's what we're doing here. I love the Take 5 Art Challenge because, and I will link Leanne's Creatively Free to Be Me Facebook YouTube channel, so you can visit all of the Take 5 ladies who organized this challenge. It's just so much fun, and it's a lot of fun because it's 5 things, you know, and you don't have to drag out a whole lot of supplies. I'm not fond of stuff. I don't even have a lot of stuff. And because I don't have stuff, then, you know, the Take 5 Art Challenge makes a whole lot of fun sense because I don't got a lot of stuff. These are painty papers that I did last year. I love painty papers, and oh my goodness, we are getting like a break in the weather, so I can go down to my little sunroom studio and maybe do some painty papers down there where I can spread some things out. I work in a little small space up here upstairs. So grateful to have my little small space, and very grateful to have my sunroom. The doggies are so muddy outside. This morning, Chris said, there's dirt in the bed. Like, yeah, there's so much dirt in the bed because the dogs sleep with us. And it was just sweet. I said, let's wash the sheets, and then we can, you know, we can kind of determine if we're going to wash the dogs today, because like I said, he's been out doing a lot of yard work, and of course they're out with him soaking up the sun. And I went out there for just a few minutes, but I plan to go out again because, gee whiz, 63 degrees. Yay! It's awesome. Okay, we are going to get this little pile of paper out of the way, but I'm going to leave it out because I might want to, my idea is to put some words on this piece. Now, what happens when I draw things and I pause my phone camera? It sometimes cuts off, and I don't like to edit, so we're just going to dry this real quick. We'll dry it a little bit, and then I will put it on my desk, and it'll dry some more. Because we're going to do a little something else. One of the prompts was texture. So that's the next thing that we're going to work on. Okay, I'm going to set this on my desk over here and let it dry. And while that's drying, we're going to work on our texture element. And we're also going to do the, the gold that we have here. We can go in a little bit now. So I've done the collage. I'm going to do the gold. And we're going to work on the texture right now. So the only, and we're working on hearts, so that's that. The only thing that I need to do is to do some sort of splatter. And I don't really do a lot of splattery stuff, but we will give it a go. I want to go ahead and do a few of these. These are just patterns of, I'll show you how I use these. They are, hold on a second, I gotta go over here and get my book. Or one of my books, you know me. This is how I do some little handmade, homemade embellishments. So they're a lot of fun, and the only thing that you do, you guys, is just get some, we're too close. Hang on a second. There we go. cereal box board. And work, hold on, close your eyes. Okay, sorry, we just couldn't get that quite right. This is just cereal box board. Well, this is actually a Kleenex box. But I cut these out and I stack them. Like this is 2 stacked. And it creates a bit of a chipboard type thickness. And it works really well, like in journals or on cards or, you know, anything like that. I will try and point you guys to a video where I did these, and I did them recently, so you can kind of maybe scroll back through my videos. Like I said, I don't like to edit, and it just takes so much time to edit. I would just rather, I would rather talk to y'all and just get it done than, you know, try and make it right. I am perfect, which is way overrated. I have these super cool Sharpie markers that I really do love laying down color. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some red and maybe this kind of purple-ish color. I also think I'm going to use some brown just because we don't usually see brownish kind of hearts. So instead of stacking the cereal box board, I'm just going to color some patterns that I already have here. You know, let's color this one. We'll do this one in red. This is Tim Holtz Grunge board. It's not cereal box board. So you can see that you get a super grungy kind of quality there. Then, hang on, sorry. We're going to just outline this with a black Sharpie. It really does look grungy. I like it. That's the name Grunge board, I reckon. I am, for my gold prompt, I'm using a gold doily that someone sent to me. I thought it was so pretty. I like the filigree kind of feel of it. So I'm just tearing a bit off, and then I'll use it sort of like, you know, we would use some gold leaf, right? So, you know, if we were working with gold leaf, we would just use small pieces here and there. Nothing, you know, nothing big. And then, okay, that one's going to fit right there. All right. Like I said, nothing big, okay? Nothing big. I also think, now that I'm looking at it, sorry. Now that I'm looking at it, I think that, sorry y'all, I was way out of frame. I can only see when I like stand on my tippy toes and look at my phone. Maybe we'll use a little bit of text paper too. That might look kind of cool. I think we'll just, these are already stacked. Let's do, just for fun of it, let's do a brown. I'm not being very fussy about these. I like that very grungy-ish kind of quality we got going on. And then we'll just kind of use some of that too. Can you see now? I'm sorry. I'll put some here. Maybe a tiny bit at the bottom. Yeah, that kind of looks cool. All right, I need to let that dry before I hit it with the black Sharpie. This one, let's see what color this turns out on that grunge board. Kind of a purpley pink. It's pretty. Let's cover that one with our gold up here. I'm not a huge fan of Valentine's. Holidays are such a strange thing with us. Basically, when I met Chris in 1994, I was playing with a band, and he was playing with a band. And we would have to like get our calendars out to even figure out, you know, when we could have a date or anything. And then he was signed. He got signed. And we moved, and then we couldn't both like be doing what we were doing. So I went to work. And I mean, sometimes, okay, never was he home on holidays. I mean, that's just, they were gone all the time, literally all the time. I think the first year, look how pretty that turned out. I think the first year that I knew him, I saw him collectively for about 3 weeks, collectively over a year. And well, now that I did that, let's just go with it. So, you know, we didn't actually like celebrate holidays. He wasn't going to be home. And I was in like an entertainment field, and holidays were very busy for us. So, I remember one time, it's funny, I walked into our apartment, and he had bought me flowers, which he does not usually do. And I was like, why did you buy me flowers? I said, it's not a holiday. It was March. And he said, well, you know, we missed Christmas, we missed New Year's, we missed Valentine's Day, so I thought I'd just buy you some flowers. We'll just try and make up for all those holidays that we missed. I do not know why, but like the gold is not sticking to this heart. But I don't know why. It's kind of weird. Okay, we've got 4 hearts. I'm just going to go with that right now. We'll just make 4 cards just for time's sake. I'm going to draw these real quick. Again, I'm not stepping away. I'm just going to draw. Alrighty, let's take our black Sharpie and go around the edges here. I kind of like the way that one turned out. I'll probably make more of those. And that's just the Kleenex box board that we used. Kind of looks neat. It looks like a heart that's been cut from an old box. Here we go. This one. Go around here. I'm thinking about the whole splatter thing. I don't know what to do about that. I mean, I could just spray it. So maybe that's what I'll do. Okay. All right. So these are done. I'll put these up here. And we're going to put those on our little cards after they're made. Tags. And put these back in my pattern box. I think this has chipped beyond beyond use. All right, let's bring our collage back over, and I guess that's what I'm gonna do. I'll just spray it and dry it just a minute and kind of hope for the best. I don't want to, I'm not a good sprayer, and also it seems like everything down here is like clogged. I can't seem to keep anything from clogging, but you know, I do want some sort of splatter effect, so here goes nothing. Okay, there we go, splatter. I'm gonna try it real quick. There we go. I feel like I should turn this over and kind of let it, I'm going to flip this like that. Make sure we get that ink dry. That ink always reactivates and makes a mess. I am going to grab my paper cutter. Move my Mod Podge over here. And we'll just go ahead and cut. And we're going to do 2.5 by 3.5. I've got some chippy bits over here too. We'll just see what we can do with those. Do you see what I mean? When you start cutting these, you get just, you know, everything looks different when you start just chopping these down. Aren't they pretty? I mean, they turned out pretty good, I think. I'm going to keep these bits too because we can always use those in a different project. My throat finally got better. What was up with my throat, man? It's like I could talk for a few minutes and then it was like, yeah, I can't do that anymore. It's not working for me. My mama was so worried and I was like, nah. She said, do you feel bad? And I was like, no, I don't feel bad at all. My throat just is croaky. All right, guys, we have cut 2.5 by 3.5 art trading cards. And you know, I said I might do cards. I said I might do tags. But this is what we have left to work with. And they turned out pretty good. I like them. Sorry, bumped the camera. You know, so you got 7 to work with. Let's go ahead and I think we'll go ahead and put some on here. Let me grab some glue. I also see I got a few little sparkly things here. I've got my word bank over here. It's a tight spot over here, my friends, with my filming lights, and I hope you guys like them. I hope that it's making things easier to see, but it's a tight fit over here. All right, we're going to go ahead and glue this one down. And there we go. Let's just do, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 cards to work with. This is the one that's stacked. Got 2 layers here. There we go. You can do a lot with this. I love the prompts. The prompts are just, well, they're always really good. You know, they're really super cool and challenging, and I like that so much. And like I said, you know, that five ingredient recipe, it's really good. I like it. All right, we're gonna set these to the side over here, and we will finish up our, yeah, I think I'm gonna do art trading cards. I thought maybe that I would do tags, but I think I'm just going to stick with the card concept. The next thing that I want to do is add a word or 2 to them. So I have my handy dandy little word bank here that is organized in a an old photo album. Remember when we used to have these things and we used to carry them in our purse and all that kind of good stuff? That's such a funny thought now. I'm going to use just a, well, that's not going to look good there. I want to put this on a piece of paper. Let me see what's in my little scrappity scrap thing right here. There's some red. There's some yellow. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, it's not good. All right, let's do that. That's pretty. So I'm just going to put the word love right here. Oh, yeah, that looks kind of cool. And then I'll put that here. Like that. And I will use my Sharpie. Just kind of fussy draw lines around that. Doesn't have to be anything specific. There we go. All right, that's one. I'm just going to do a couple more. I mean, you guys get the idea. That says my one and only. Looking for another little word that says, since together you are fun-loving forever. Let's see what else we can find here. Memories. I like that word. I'll use that. Maybe we should, yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that one there. That looks good. And then I can need that other little bit of paper. Yeah, kind of put that there. So there we go, guys. The February Take 5 Art Challenge. I love it. It's so much fun. It's always so much fun. Those ladies just are crafty, smart. They choose just the best. They just choose the best elements to work with, and it's just always a lot of fun. Okay, friends, let me go ahead and trace around this one. And we've got 2 art treating cards finished. And we got several more to work with. There we go, friends. I hope that you guys enjoyed this little Take 5 challenge. I am linking you to Leanne's channel so you can hop over there and get a sense of the rest of the sweet ladies who do this challenge with her. Thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.